today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming, coming out of a junior college? I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit, too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here now Roberts. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great clap. Dashing play.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. On the return, here's Edmonds. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Drake. Fighting for the pylon, but he's not going to get... there. He's marked out a yard shy of the goal line. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you get a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Number 26.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. And when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
33 yards.
33 yards that time.
Bills first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Finding Knox there, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And remember, that drive started back at the 2, 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball was doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he's warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
And he... Puts it through.
Makes the score Bills 21, Cardinals nothing. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Runs through the contact. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle.
They've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Allen now on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch. Their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Milano on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. March 49. March 49.
On first and goal, Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
He's got it to bring it back. To 28-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 5. A big gain there for the Bills. 54 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Bills 31, Cardinals 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Devin Singletary with the strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
58's the mark. 58's the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is Drake. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he can't quite pick. It. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Andy Lee.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
At their own 30.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Throwing on first down is Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Bills first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Interference. Defense.
What was that, Roy?
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello? And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
touchdown, Buffalo.
Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now. He knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 38, Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Murray now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All day, every day, any day.
Here we go on fourth down. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Bills' 31-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they've not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Cardinals first down. First down and goal to go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is... down to 24.
Makes the score Bills 38, Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Roberts now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. Singletary loses it. And the Cardinals have got it. Go. Going the other way.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And this one would... over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
45. Cardinals 14. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 2, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on. 49's the mic. Mark 49. Let's go one more.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Murray. Caught left side, Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Murray now, third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
To Edmonds on the toss. And he's not going to... get in. They force him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
You. Mike,
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.